They trying to get that fight more of a like, oh, it's gonna be a good fight, but no, Roach is a decent fighter, but Tank gonna dog him. Tank gonna dog him.
What do you believe that is?
Because Tank is just too much like.
What's up, fight fans? Welcome back to the channel where the gloves come off and the truth comes out. Today, we're diving deep into the heated war of words between Gervonta Tank Davis, Frank Martin, and Lamont Roach. And trust me, there's controversy, confidence, and even a potential bite. Let's get into it. Gervonta Davis is 30-0 with 28 knockouts. A walking highlight reel. He's sent the likes of Ryan Garcia, Leo Santa Cruz, and Frank Martin packing, all before the final bell.
What do you when he fought Frank Martin?
Frank Martin was inexperienced and nervous. You know, it is what it is. It's going to be a different fight when I'm in there. He's going to be a different fighter.
To be broken. And the fact that even though he's a good fighter, he's never been in the ring with a complete fighter like me. For them, especially the ones who don't know about boxing, you can suck it.
You know, everybody pushing for the fight. I'm not fighting at 135 no more. I know he probably ain't gonna be at 135 for too long either, but I ain't gonna stay at 135. So we can do something at 140. I'm with it. You know, I'm all go. I'm a green light. So I wish him the best in his next fight.
So when Frank Martin, one of Tank's most recent victims, says Tank's gonna dog Roach, people listen. Martin recently told Ease News that Lamont Roach is nothing more than a speed bump. A decent fighter, sure, but not someone who can survive the pressure of Gervonta cause calculated chaos.
Overall, being something that he's not been in the ring with. I'm the total package, and honestly, sometimes I think he doubts himself. But I'm a competitor, and I feel like I'm the best. So I'm assured.
When he talks about you not bringing your family, what goes through your mind when you hear him say that?
I'm always looking for a knockout. No matter what, I'm always prepared for 12 rounds. But I'm always looking for a knockout, and if I get the chance, I'm going to try to knock his head off.
To be broken. And the fact that even though he's a good fighter, he's never been in the ring with a complete fighter like me. For them, especially the ones who don't know about boxing, you can suck it.
To Martin, Tank's power isn't just about brute force. It's about accuracy. He hits you on the button and gets you out of there. But Lamont Roach Jr., he's not here to play second fiddle. Roach isn't just talking like a contender. He's talking like a man who's already won.
Hardest puncher I ever faced. No. And I ain't shitting on him or nothing like that. He can punch. But Jonathan Okendo, he's from Puerto Rico. Bro, he got bricks in his hands, bro. I lie to you not. He punch hard. I ain't gonna lie.
I feel like you got a certain confidence about this fight that I've interviewed a few different Tank opponents, and everybody gonna say like, yeah, you know, everybody say this shit. That's what you're supposed to say, right? Like, I'm going into a fight. I don't think people thinking they're gonna lose, but it just feels like you have a different confidence than most other people. Where do you feel like that comes from?
That's just how I'm wired, bro. I ain't never backed down from nothing. I damn sure ain't never wanted to come second to anything. So why would it change here?
In an interview with Cigar Talk, Roach said bluntly, "I'm not Frank Martin. He started boxing at 17. I've been doing this my whole life." Roach believes Tank hasn't fought a complete fighter like him before. He's got the IQ, the chin, and the reflexes to match Davis and maybe even beat him.
You know, with certain guys and create great fights at 140?
Man, honestly, you know, the last fight, even the fight before that, you know, before the last fight, I lost, you know, the weight cut, and then just too, you know, I'm getting bigger. You know, I got a lot of muscle, everybody know that. Just naturally, you know, weights and all that stuff, you know, I'm just naturally just, my physique, just a strong stature. So I just feel like my last two weight cuts was real tough on me. You know, my last fight, I got tired, probably like my legs after getting tired in probably like the 5th round, you know, just from the weight cut and everything. So, shit, I felt like my body shut down in that fight. So I was just like, I'm gonna just move up to 140 and go from there. You know, when I was an amateur, I fought at 141. When I turned professional, I went.
And let's not forget, he claims to have taken harder punches in the past, saying, but Jonathan Okendo from Puerto Rico, that man had bricks in his hands. Then came March 1st, the first fight between Roach and Davis, it ended in a majority draw, but not without controversy. Late in the fight, Tank took a knee. According to the rules, that should have been counted as a knockdown, but referee Steve Willis let the fight continue without any penalty.
Follow-up, a lot's been made about Tank's power. How was his power to you? Was it really like devastating power?
I mean, he got power, you know what I mean? But it's more like he do a great job at landing this big shot. You know, he know how to land that shot. You know, hit guys on the button and just get them up out of there. 45, and I was gonna work my way back up, but I feel like I'm gonna just be more comfortable at 41 now. I'm trying to come cause hell at 140, so whoever want it, you know what I'm saying? Come get it.
Yeah, I saw you put a tweet. It was something like, y'all gonna have a long day in hell if you think, you know, you're gonna touch some fighters up at 140. You know, I know that you want to fight all the top guys, right? And specifically the champions, right? Is there just kind of a fighter that appeals?
Even the WBA president, Gilberto Mendoza, said it should have been ruled a knockdown. Roach felt robbed. And even when the New York State Athletic Commission reviewed the fight, they admitted the mistake, but refused to overturn the decision. They gave me my flowers, but not the win.
AI crazy, but they've been jumping lately too. Whole bunch of different stuff, man. I be laughing my ass off.
Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? Speaking of, you know, I seen Jalil Hackett's Twitter. He was talking about what possible.
Somebody got to take the fall, and it ain't gonna be him. So, like, they owned up to it. Like, all right, we missed this. They owned up to it. It's like, but they just saying like, all right, we're not gonna overturn it though. We're gonna, you know, apologize and give you your flowers, but you ain't gonna get what you want.
Roach told. Oh, but it gets weirder. Around round 6, something strange happened in the clinch. Davis leaned in and may have tried to bite Roach's ear. Yeah, you heard that right. A potential Mike Tyson moment in 2025. Roach said he didn't notice it during the fight, but later saw the replay and thought, wait, did he really try to bite me?
And you ain't heard nothing from the ref? He didn't make no statement?
He ain't make no statement. That was, I ain't gonna lie, man, that was, from him, that's sad.
A lot of times that's what the commissions do though, man. If something bad happened with a ref, they'll protect the referee.
Yeah.
And they'll try to get in front of it and they'll have a spokesperson come out and it's like, yeah, that's cool sometimes, but if you drop the ball like that and that affects my legacy, my livelihood, because y'all negotiating for a rematch right now. So
I was fighting at 130. Obviously he was already at the championship level. He got catapulted up there by doing what he was supposed to do, knocking everybody out that they put in front of him. Got Floyd behind him. I was, you know, I was on the hush. I was coming up though. He's a small guy. I knew he wasn't gonna go too far. So, and I knew he can rumble. I knew that he'd be as, I'm not surprised at how good he is or what he's done to.
Even fight commentator Mauro Ranallo caught it live and mentioned it. Roach's take, he didn't bite me, but it looked like he tried. 9 times out of 10, it looks like a bite. Yikes. Now, all eyes are on the rematch. Roach is locked in. Tank is unusually quiet. The crowd will likely be behind Davis, but Roach, he's ready to break hearts and expectations.
Before Jamil, he was already champ. He was like, I handle that business, man. You know, make some money together. So you ain't got to tell me twice. That's how it's supposed to be. So it's just like all the signs was there. All the signs was there. All I needed was...
Whoa. Course, another comparison I don't want to make to Mike Tyson, but
Now that's crazy. That first world title. Or whatever the case may be, that can put me in that conversation. When he fought Hector, little do a lot of people know, I got the call for that fight too. It was a little crazy, but...
To fight Gervonta or Hector first?
To fight Gervonta. I was already a mandatory for Hector. They was looking for opponents for him, or whatever the case may be. It might be on the scramble, or whatever the case may be. They didn't get a big fight like they wanted to. So that's why he went to 30 and see if Hector wanted to fight. But I did get the call though. And of course we said yes. We just ain't get a call back.
So y'all was like a backup?
I wouldn't say a backup. You never know how serious it was.
Oh, and let's not forget, there were rumors that Tank had a $40 million Jake Paul fight lined up, but only if he beat Roach. So ask yourself, would Tank really risk all that to take it easy? Roach doesn't think so. This rematch has everything, redemption, controversy, and maybe even revenge.
So then, like, when we really started talking business, that's when we started weighing our options for real then. Because I did have something on the table. I had something on the table. So people who think I'm taking this fight for money, it wasn't the thing. Because I actually had an offer higher than the Tank fight.
Oh, for real?
Yes. To defend my belt. So for all the people who think I was, he doing it for a check. That's what I'm saying. I just even wanted to shut people up.
Yeah. I mean, we're doing it for a check. We ain't doing it just for the check.
We ain't doing it just for the check. But trust me, because don't forget, this is business.
It's prize fighting. Yeah.
It's prize fighting for a reason.
Absolutely.
But I did have a better offer.
Who you got? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss any Fight Night fireworks. Until next time, stay sharp, stay savage, and stay tuned. Peace.